The movies.
Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride.
The movies.
Popcorn ready. About to get the drink. Oh, what's up? Didn't see you there. Let's get into the review. Hello all, this is Zach the Gamer, and just want to do a little bit different this time as far as the out of theater reaction or / review to Fast and Furious 10. So Fast and Furious X, Fast X, you know, however you want to say it. But yeah, you know, man, it was entertaining. So, you know, we're going to jump right into the over-the-topness of the movie. We all know that the Fast franchise is known for having crazy scenes, outrageous car battles, outrageous car stunts, and this movie's no different. It has a lot of different, you know, stunts, and I know they look at it and like, you know, they analyze the movies and be like, okay, how can we take it to the next level? You know, we went to outer space with cars, we drove a submarine, we drove through the city with a giant bank vault smashing everything. So how can we go to the next level with this stuff? And it was a lot of excitement from the jump, you know, and those who are fans of the franchise will appreciate this movie. Is it the best one in the franchise? I would say it's the best one to me. To me, it's always going to be Tokyo Drift. That was my favorite one, I guess because it was different and the Tokyo vibe was dope and things like that. But I feel like in this movie, they have elements of, you know, what makes us like the franchise, like love the franchise, Fast and Furious. So, you know, they have the car chases, they have the crazy stunts, they have, you know, some comedic chops here and there, and of course the main focal point of these movies is family. You know, Dom Toretto, Vin Diesel's all about family, right? So his whole thing is family, and that's it's that premise has stayed true throughout the whole franchise, which is dope. There's some appearances in here I wasn't expecting, so that was cool to see too. This is a non-spoiler situation, so yeah, we're not going to do that. But yeah, over the top action, a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, we don't think we go to these movies to expect, like, you know, the greatest of, you know, scripts and things like that, but it was still entertaining, and Jason Momoa did good as a villain. He reminded me of, and some of his things were a little bit kind of over the top because they like want to make sure he's like a kind of like an eccentric, you know, sociopathic, you know, just crazy, you know. We want to make sure we focus on that and go the extra mile when it comes to showcasing that, hey, this dude's wild, you know. But he does a good job at, you know, being a villain, and I think it kind of looked at. He reminds me of the Joker. He reminds me of Jack Nicholson Joker, and he reminds me of Heath Ledger Joker. And how they, you know, he was a little bit more campy as far as Jack Nicholson and had jokes and things like that. But Heath Ledger was more serious, but he still had jokes, and he was still, you know, he got beat up and was laughing and stuff like that. And there's a scene that kind of reminded me of that interrogation scene from The Dark Knight where Batman was beating the Joker, you know what I'm saying, interrogating the Joker. We'll do like he was interrogating him and beat the snot out of him, and a scene that kind of was reminiscent to that for me. But yeah, definitely, you know, when we see this, it's like I've read in, I think Jeremy Jans in the comments, somebody was like, Fast and Furious franchise is like a diet Marvel. It's like, you know, it has its own world, its own ethos, its own, you know, when it comes to how they do things in that, you know, the own, what do you call it, multiverse, if you will. Because, you know, you had Hobbs and Shaw and things like that. I mean, they could do branches, they could branch off into other movies and things like that with this franchise because of the characters and things like that. And it'd be cool to see certain characters you know, their dynamic a little bit more on the screen. So yeah, they have their own universe. It's the Fast and Furious universe, and we're up to 10 now. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit more, kind of how they left it. So you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch the movie. But I mean, it's still an entertaining movie. Like I said, I mean, the ones with Paul Walker and you know, part 3, 5, and it's 3, 5, and 9 was cool too. I think 3, 5, and 7, kind of my top 3. But well, the first one, Tokyo Drift, 5 and 7. You know, I think that's kind of what, you know, Too Fast, Too Furious was cool too.
Everybody put your hands in the air.
I think those were my top, but at the top, number 1 is Tokyo Drift. I just loved how they did that one. I was shocked, but this one does pay homage to each movie. I feel like, you know, you have the elements of racing, like I said, you have the elements of the car combat, and I don't know how Twisted Metal is going to compete with this. This is kind of like Twisted Metal. The only thing I see differently with Twisted Metal, because it's supposed to be coming out with a Twisted Metal series, live action. The only thing I can see they can top Fast and Furious is the specials, you know, but these cars are kind of built like that. They got rocket launchers, they got all kinds of, you know, machinery, weaponry on the vehicle, so it's going to be kind of hard to top that, you know. But yeah, man, Fast and Furious is a fun time at the movies, you know. I don't know if we expect blockbusters with these. It's more so like, hey, we're fans of the franchise. We're going to see it because we're fans of the franchise. We've seen all the other movies, so we might as well watch this one too. It's still fun. Like I said, there's a lot of cameos and things like that, and some guest appearances that you'll be like, oh, that's dope. So it's a fun time. If you're a fan of the franchise, I would say go watch it. But let us know what you think in the comments. Have you seen the movie yet? Do you plan on watching it? If so, we'd love to hear what you think. Once again, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you enjoy the content. Hack the Gamer, signing off. Peace.
Perfect.
Now back to some racing there.